The discovery itself is something else. That discovery of what do you really want out of this life? Especially when you are a person that is intuitive to your environment, and not just your environment in your home, but the environment of the world that you're in, and you see the world for what it really is. And that's levels to that, where you find a place of kind of like peace. It's not really hard to explain. You come to terms with some shit. Like, I guess kind of like the saying, I know I'm paraphrasing, accept the things that you can't change. Shit could be crumbling all around you, and it's not your fault. It's the world crumbling around you because of things that people are doing. But what can you do about it? To a certain degree, all you can do is do what you feel like you were put here to do. And if you can help people, you can. But don't try to take all that on your shoulders to the point where it causes you suffering more than you already suffered in your life. I think a lot of times we self sabotage because we don't know what treating ourselves good feels like, because the world has treated you so bad and the people in it have treated you so bad that you don't even know what self love is about. Intrigue 1129.
I slick talk with my pimp walk. Slick talk, pimp walk. I slick talk with my pimp walk. I slick talk with my pimp walk. When I walk through, fashionable, make haters like you very uncomfortable. Approach me nice, might snatch a boo. Don't have to be dripped in ice, I'm just mystical. Melanin popping, it's magical. Show stopping, impressionable. Tonight, no panties dropping. My tea's a little though. No time for interviews. It's just the way it is. So respect it, bro. Welcome to the Intrigue 1129 YouTube channel. On this channel, we will be discussing various topics. I am here to spit the real, nothing more, nothing less. So if you can handle it, stay tuned and keep coming back. Intrigue 1129.
What's up, everybody? It's Intrigue 1129. Right now, I am in the process of trying to convert my old archive music. I'm trying to figure out the title of what I'm going to call this, but I'm basically trying to figure out what songs from my past life that I can put in stores without any copyright problems. Because back in the day, we used to get beats offline and record to them, not knowing any better, just trial and error. But I made a lot of good songs, so I'm just trying to open up my catalog. I do have it on my YouTube page, but I don't know. Like, I have two different YouTube pages. I have my artist page, and then I have my entertainment page as well. So it's just hard to balance the two. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to convert it into one channel or what I'm going to do. Because it may be a little, you might bite off a little more than you could chew when you're trying to run two pages. And then I'm trying to also figure out what each page is for. Like, one is an artist page, and I did have the intent on making that page more personal to me as an artist and as a person. And then the Intrigue in My Entertainment page would be more so for like interviewing like different artists and stuff like that, and like posting that kind of content on that channel. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where to go with all of this. I'm just trying to figure it out. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to download because back then we had CDs back in those days when I was in my Prime. I had we had CDs. So actually we had tapes too. Tapes and then CDs started to come around. So a lot of my old music was in is in CD form. And this is when you had to like make actual artwork and album cover, the physical album covers. And I had my lab, I had my printer, had to slice them up myself. You had to buy the jewel cases, um, make the artwork. So I had to do all of that stuff myself. So I hold on to everything. I have all of those old CDs, all my old CDs that I never did anything with. Basically, they're still sitting in a basket in my closet. So I'm about to download the songs that I did not post yet, and then I got to make some art cover for them, and then I'm gonna attempt to put them in stores. I'm just hoping I won't get flagged. I don't know. We'll see. So this is another one of my workstations. It's kind of like in the cut. When you first walk into my place, it's kind of like in the cut. So I just have different workstations for different things, and yeah, I haven't filmed here yet. I haven't really sat here like that yet. So how many workstations I have? I have this one. I have my one right over here. 4, about to be 5. Yeah, about to be 5. Yeah, I just use different computers and sections for different things. So for some reason, like I notice first thing in the morning, when I first wake up in the morning, that's when I'm the most creative as far as like coming up with ideals, just gratitude, just being grateful, whether I'm in pain, like mental pain or whatever, like that's when I'm more open to my feelings, how I'm feeling. So yeah, I just realized that's the most creative time. I don't know about y'all, but that's when I'm most open to creativity, because it's just like you waking up from raw emotion, and I just feel like those are the best times for me. This is just for me to get out and to jot down or take voice notes or whatever, or record or whatever the case is, how I'm feeling and what I want to really do or what I'm trying to do. I feel like that's when I'm the most honest. But the trick is now, okay, so now that you put all this stuff down, whether it's paper or whether it's voice notes or whether it's typing something in on your phone or whether it's video, like what are you going to do with it now? Now that you got this ideal, because they're brilliant ideals, what are you going to do with it? So basically, I created, there's 2 spots for me that's where I'm really creative. I don't know why my bathroom is one. For some reason, I would just be pouring my soul out in that bathroom in the morning. And another spot is in front of my patio window. I just sit there. I'm a floor person. I like to sit Indian style. So I just ordered one of the bed trays, but this tray basically can hold a laptop and all of that kind of stuff, your food, your laptop, somewhere to write down notes and stuff. But I sit there Indian style and I just jot down how I'm feeling. I have my tea, whatever I'm eating. So that's about to be a ritual for me. I do it anyway, but I want to start establishing some kind of rituals, positive rituals now. Sort of like how you would do affirmations, but just doing it in a ritual form where I'm starting to form new habits, where I'm trying to break out of old cycles, where I'm trying to understand where I'm at in my life right now, purging things that I don't need anymore, and adapting the habits that I know I've been wanting to do for a long time. So just transforming into the person that I've been visualizing for myself for so long and putting it into practice. So it's just time to take up all space. I just feel like I have this apartment. I'm on my own, which I've been here for 4 years. I've been here for 4 years. but not knowing what to do with it. Still not feeling like it's my place. It's the weirdest thing. It's weird. And I'm trying to understand these feelings. I really am. I'm trying to understand these feelings. I'm trying to figure out. I'm always in figure out mode. I'm just trying to figure out myself. I'm trying to figure out this journey. I'm trying to understand it. What am I supposed to be doing with my time? Because time for me is important. I got out of the workforce. I've been out for like, what, maybe about 2 months, a little over 2 months. And I didn't went, not wild, but I just kind of like just been doing me, just being free. And just staying up all hours of the night, something I usually don't, I got out of because I think I'm naturally a night person. I think that feels better to my body. But since I've been on so many different work schedules and all schedules you can think of, I realized like these last 2 months, like I said, just been just doing whatever just felt natural. So I just been sleeping during the day and up at night, but I'm missing the daytime. And now I have an interview with a job on Monday, which I will be working by myself, which I was at my last job, but I just had to, it was like you still had a team of people, you know. So this particular job, I'm working in the office by myself. I will be a property manager for a storage company. So it's just all me. I don't have to worry about nobody at all. So I think it'll be perfect. So that's where I'm at. And I have ways also, I'm trying to build my empire with multiple streams of income. So I have all these ideals, but I'm just trying to figure out how to put them all into practice and how to have revenue coming in from different places. Because for me, like, my problem is I realize like with downtime, too much downtime can be a problem for me. It's cool at first because I think you need it to reset some time, but too much of it is not good for me either, because I think I pick up destructive behavior habits. I'm just speaking for myself. So I have to stay busy, and that's where I come from. I come from being a really, really, really busy person to basically the other extreme of not doing anything, not having anything in line. And for me, like I'm not as creative as I could be in that way. It's not helping me. So I think I don't mind working. It's just for me, it's just I don't like toxic environments and I don't like toxic people. But if this pans out the way I'm hoping in my mind, and I'm in there by myself, nobody's coming in there popping up on me to see what I'm doing. Like I I work hard, I'm a hard worker, and I get my work done. Like I don't just be going to work bullshitting. But it seemed like it's gonna be a lot of downtime too because of the way I work. I just know. So in that kind of environment, I can thrive because I'm by myself. Nobody else is in here with me. I can keep the environment flowing the way I need it to flow for me. I need smell good. It has to happen. I have to have a certain aroma. I like smells. I have to have my therapeutic music on. Like I have to have, it's a must have. I have to be able to just create an environment that's calm and peaceful. I work a certain way, so I just have I'm a person, I like to go in and get my stuff done. So when people come in, I'm not overloaded. So yeah, as long as I can set my day up the way I need to set it up, I don't mind going to work because that's a steady paycheck. When you're an entrepreneur, it's not always steady. That's why it's good to have multiple streams of income. So I don't mind giving my time to a job if you're not fucking with me. Let me do me, let me do my job, don't bother me. I don't mind giving time for money in that way, but just leave me alone. That's all I ask. I just need peace. I just need peace. So hopefully everything goes well. I got an interview coming up. Hopefully everything goes well. I get the job, and a new chapter is about to begin in my life. And I think I'll be able to come up with creative concepts where I can get more done. Cause yeah, too much free time for me is it's not good. It's not good. So I need balance. I'm trying to find balance. That's what I realized. I need balance. I don't mind spending time at a workplace and then coming home without feeling like I have to rush to get into bed, because that was the problem before. This time the workday starts later. So what I'm trying out and testing now, like I said, my schedule was all over the place. So I know when to start tapering myself off of things to start getting myself prepared for what's coming. So what I think I'm gonna do is or the regimen or the ritual I'm gonna put in practice. I think I'm gonna wake up at 7 o'clock because I don't gotta be to work till 9:30. 9:30 to 6. And then one day it's 9:30 to 5. So I think what I'm gonna do is get up at 7, because I was gonna do 7:30, but just to give myself more time to get my mind and my spirit like in a good place. I think I'm gonna get up at 7, and it's usually kind of light outside at 7, and then I'm gonna open my blinds up, get my tray, like I said, my work/eat tray, put it in front of the patio, make my breakfast, jot down, so I'm having my notepad and my breakfast and my tea, just to get my spirits right, and just jot down and eat, enjoy, look outside, enjoy, and just start my day off positively. So I'm gonna give that to about 7 to like maybe 8:30 would be the cutoff point of that. 8:30, I'm gonna say maybe 8:15. An hour and 15 minutes should be more than enough time to get my mind together. About 8:15, I'm gonna start getting ready for work. At 8:15. I'm gonna leave my house because this is actually right down the street from my old job. It's like right next to my job. Old job was right next door to this place. So was just like everything just be aligning, man. So I'm gonna leave my house at 9 because I like to get to work early. So I'm gonna leave at 9. I'll probably get there between like 9:10, 9:15. That'll give me 15 minutes to start setting up, getting my day ready, because I don't like being late. So I like to prepare and get everything ready, get stuff right, and then open up the doors at 9:30 and start my day. I like to get my music flowing, like I said, my smell good flowing, get the environment right, start setting up my computer, get my emails and stuff open, read emails, see what I'm doing for the day. So by the time business is open, I'm ready to go. Like I said, get off at 6. It's right down the street from my house. So that's beautiful. About 10 minutes away. When I get home, because last time what I was doing was rush. I felt like I didn't have time. I had to rush right into bed. I don't like that. So this way it gives me more time to just unwind naturally. So I should be home about maybe 6:15. I'm just gonna give it about 6:15. What I'm gonna start trying to do is meal prep, because yeah, like eating, just all kind of stuff just been out of whack. So, and definitely with the last job, like I wasn't eating healthy. Like I just felt like I didn't have time, and I don't like that. So what I want to start doing is like meal prepping, at least for the next day. So cook a meal cook a meal, and then make something, maybe breakfast or something for the next day. I don't know. I gotta figure that one out. Or even just getting in the habit of just making because that would be my point in the morning. So that's not. I don't necessarily have to do that. So it depends on what I decide to cook. Because it could be something where I could have leftovers. But I want to get in the habit of eating at home. Like I feel like I just got lazy. I just got so lazy, and I want to just start making fresh meals at home because like you're saving money. Not only that, it's more healthier. So I really need to come up with like a eating schedule or something. So that after that, um, shower to get your body relaxed. If I have time, maybe watch something on TV. Maybe if I have time, or I might even just lay in a bed and watch something. Um, and then nighttime, I should be ready to go to bed. I think I said 10 o'clock would be the latest that I would be in bed by 10, because I need a certain amount of hours to sleep in order to function the next day. So 10, I think 10 is the threshold of when I need to be in bed by 10. So yeah, and then during the weekend is when I'll while at work I hope to start prepping and getting things ready, and then during the weekend is when I can use that time to record or do whatever I need to do, but most likely record because I still got a podcast I need to finish. I have vlogging, to me that's second, but I like podcasting. I'm just trying to think of ways that can make me money. So podcasting, and I do want to come up do like an ebook with the same I want the podcast and the ebook to mirror each other, because I want to go in more detail in the ebook, but the podcast is just like shorter versions of just what I have to say, because I realize like I'm a person people will watch, and I'm gaining more followers, so people are becoming interested in me, and are getting to understand who I am. But I just feel like long videos won't work for me, for somebody like me. Shorter the better. So yeah, I'm just coming up with certain stuff. Like I just sat here like I'm just rambling. And I feel like too, what I need to do is maybe come up with like bullet points of what I'm going to talk about to stay on task and to keep things concise. Because when you don't like, I didn't plan on this. I just happened to get over here and I said, oh, I forgot I have lights over here, and I just wanted to test it out to see how it would look. So I just feel like I would be better off if I have things structured to just get out what I need to say and then stop. I want to add one thing. One thing I forgot. I'm an empty nester now. So when I said I don't know what to do with my space, I don't know what to do with my time, that's where that's coming from. I think when I can only speak for mothers. I don't know how fathers feel. Fathers that's in this situation, but I'm just speaking from a mother standpoint and a pet owner, because those were the two major responsibilities that I had. So me being a mother, and that doesn't stop. That job doesn't stop. So me being a mother has made it hard for me to learn how to take care of myself, to figure out what matters to me now. Now that responsibility, for the most part, is done. you're still going to be here for guidance and love and support and things like that. But just taking care of a human being, that's done. You just get in where you fit in. You just fill in spots where you're needed. So the fact that you're not constantly needed is hard to adjust to being back to yourself. And I was a teenage mother. So that's been my whole life. So when you come from being a teenager, I had my son when I was 16. So from 16 until when he got on his own, it's hard. That's a hard adjustment to make. And I who thinks about that? But once you get in your own space and it's quiet and it's now what do you do with your time? And you can say, oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get my space. I can't wait. I did all of that. But when it actually comes and it happens, you got everything, that you possibly could want. In a way, everything that you wanted. You got your transportation, you got your own place, you got studio, you got everything set up the way you want. And still, it still feels like an emptiness in a way. The discovery of self is something else. That discovery of what do you really want out of this life? Especially when you are a person that is intuitive to your environment, and not just your environment in your home, but the environment of the world that you're in, and you see the world for what it really is. And that's levels to that, where you find a place of kind of like peace. It's not really hard to explain. You come to terms with some shit. Like, I guess kind of like the saying, I know I'm paraphrasing, accept the things that you can't change. Shit could be crumbling all around you, and it's not your fault. It's the world crumbling around you because of things that people are doing. But what can you do about it? To a certain degree, all you can do is do what you feel like you were put here to do. And if you can help people, you can. But don't try to take all that on your shoulders to the point where it causes you suffering more than you already suffered in your life. I think a lot of times we self-sabotage because we don't know what treating ourselves good feels like, because the world has treated you so bad and the people in it have treated you so bad that you don't even know what self-love is about. And that could just look like just sitting back, really asking questions. What do I really care about? What really truly makes me happy? Is rediscovering yourself. And just knowing it's okay to sometimes to be still. It's okay to not do stuff sometimes. It's okay to walk away from things sometimes. It's okay. Figuring out what freedom really looks like for you. So I just wanted to plug that in there, because that's why I feel so kind of detached a little bit with my environment. Like, I'm trying to figure out me. I'm trying to figure out me, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with this space that I created. It's me all up in, like, all of this is my design, it's me, but now I'm trying to snugly fit comfortably in it and take advantage of all the things that I've worked hard for and created. And I know it's just okay. Like, to understand, you don't have to fight like you did before. You don't have to. You don't have to be scraping and all the stuff you had to do before for survival for you and your child. You don't have to live like that anymore. Understand and come to grips with what's going on right now, what's going on today. Get rid of all of that. And that's what I'm trying to do. And understand that my soul, shit ain't all great outside, but life ain't the worst either. You got through the worst shit already. All you gotta do now is take care of yourself. Figure out how to do that. Figure out how to love yourself. Figure out how to be there for yourself. Figure out how to pour positivity in yourself. Figure out how to get your ass away from stuff that's no longer serving you and people that's just not good for you. Know that you are driving this vehicle and be okay with that. That's where I'm coming from. And it's the alignment of things right now in my life is so amazing, and it's like I'm just trying to be grateful and have gratitude about that. Like my son literally lives right downstairs in the same apartment building I live in. Where they do that at? You can't get it no better than that. All I gotta do is walk downstairs, or all he gotta do is walk upstairs. So we still, it's like he's living in the basement, I'm living on the top floor. So he's right here with me still, just in case we need each other. You can't get it no better. My parents are still both alive. We have a great relationship. I'm able to talk to them if I need to. They're as understanding as they can be, because we're all like different individuals. So they try their best to understand where I'm coming from and my point of view and my thought process, and vice versa. I try to understand where they're coming from. We're coming from two different time periods. Same thing with my son and his generation with my little brother. Like I try to understand their thought patterns and just give advice when I feel like I need to. That's how we can help each other out and help each other navigate through this world, because everybody don't got the answers. I don't care how long you've been on this earth, you don't have the answers, all the answers. We're all trying to figure this thing out. So I'm just grateful for all of my family. My grandmother, she's still living. One of my grandmothers, one of them passed away, but she lived a good age. Like she was in her 80s. And my grandma now, she just turned 90. 90 though. We've been here for 90 years and still kicking. So that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up. Intrigue 1129 signing off, and I will talk to you next time.